The barn houses. These large houses were built in 1903, the year Fort Stotsenburg was officially declared as a U.S. military base by then US President Theodore Roosevelt. They were the first permanent structures to be built inside the fort barely a year after it was founded by the US 5th Cavalry Regiment in 1902. The huge Attica trees shading the barns were also planted in 1903. These Centennial Houses served as officers' quarters, and all flooring was made of Oregon pine shipped to the Philippines. Alright guys, so today I'm up here on Clark again, and today I decided to go check out the barn houses. The barn houses are across the road from the parade field up here. If you're not familiar with what the barn houses are, I was told that they were actually the barracks that were used for officers. Officers lived in the barracks when the Air Force Base was here. Since then, they've been converted into summer restaurants, and one is City Hall, and one looked like a fitness center. But anyways, that's where I'm at right now, and we're gonna check out the barn houses and see what's inside the barn houses now. All right, you guys, I know this isn't one of the barn houses. Maybe somebody would recognize it. Said it's a CDC cafeteria, but I've driven by here many a times, and it's empty. Anyways guys, I don't know if it's an old structure when the Air Force Base was here or not, but it was the CDC cafeteria at one time. Alright guys, so here's the first one right here. First of the barn houses. It's now the Red Crab TRC Steakhouse. Steak, crabs, and ribs. But yeah, this is the first one heading down towards the museum. Just for a little reference, the museum is down the road here. But you can see this one here has been turned into a steakhouse. And this is the second one. Cafe Mess, I don't know, maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong, but you know, I've said this many a times, and I'll say it again, it's just beautiful up here. Let's take a walk this way. You know, the landscape up here is beautiful. You know, it's kept very clean, very nice. But this is another one of the restaurants up here. Let's see if I can come in here and around here. Got some outside seating, dining area here. Looks like inside area. Looks like it might even be open, so take a little stroll through here and check it out. Morning.
Morning.
I'm just looking. Thank you. All right, this is the third one. It says Clark Museum Curator. That is the third one here. Looks like it's big and open. Let me see if I can go in here. Alright guys, so I came in here and ran into this wonderful woman here, Seferina Yepes. She has been here since 1949 and has never left. She was assigned to the 13th Air Force. She was an advisor on
National Affairs Advisor.
National Affairs Advisor.
For 13th Air Force Commander.
13th Air Force Commander.
And senior officials.
And
senior officials.
And senior official and other senior officials. But yes, I've been talking to her, and she has gave me a lot of information. I don't know if anybody knows the woman. If you were here You probably have ran into this woman or talked to this woman at one point in time. But great woman, and I'm happy to have met her. All right, guys, so here's the next barn house here. And it is a fitness center. Clark Development Corporation Fitness Center. Like a gym. You know, I apologize for the wind. It's a little on the windy side today, so hope it's not picking up all the wind. Then the next we have here, let me go this way. Another one of the buildings here. Then we have the Tourist Information Center. I actually think this is the oh, what do you call it? City Hall. That's it. City Hall. This is City Hall. There it is. Malabacket City Hall. Another one of the barn houses that have been converted. Hello. Building number 2082. The church. This is a church. She's very nice. Morning. Alright guys, that's the next barn house. It actually looks like it's getting some construction done on it right now. It doesn't appear to have anything inside it. But yeah. Yeah, there's nothing inside of it. Now I see these signs here, building 2083, and they go numbered down, 2084 and so on and so forth. I'm trying to get information on that to find out if those are the actual building numbers and if they actually kept them the same. Every single street in here has been renamed. I did find that out. I'm actually looking for Shady Lane, so I'm trying to hunt that street down. But anyways, let's keep heading down here. And the next barn house here, the Sharp Clark Hills. Not quite sure what that is. 5% high. Maybe it's yes, it's probably more than likely for housing. That must be their office there. That would be building 2084. And the next one is a Japanese grill. It says they're closed, so I'm not even going to try to go in there, but that's building 2085. Japanese grill. It's pretty cool, isn't it? All this growth here. This is the next one. Looks empty. Doesn't look like anything's going on in there. Yeah, I'd say it's empty. Nothing going on. Looks like it needs some repair. The front end there looks like it's falling apart. Then we have the next one after that that looks empty also. Some signs on there, letters that said PSPC. That's another vacant one, building 2087. And we have the next one in line. Actually looks like a hiring agent. Direct hiring. It looks like jobs and hiring in here. Communication Division, External Affairs Department. Long-term jobs, now hiring. I would say that that one there is an office for hiring. Looks like an empty lot in between the next one. I'd say more than likely there was probably another one of the barn houses in here, or at the time the officers' quarters, but it's been probably tore down. But yeah, the next one is Bella Palita Kapapapang and Media Incorporated. That would be the next one in line. That was actually pretty nice here. Foreign Merchants Club. And then we have the Cdc Learning Center. That appears to be the last one here. Figured I'd shoot this one here across the street. Looks like one of the old structures here. I really don't know what it is. It says Health and Sanitation Department, so maybe that's what that is. But anyways, just a little reference point here. Straight ahead that way is the Clark Museum. And right here is the bottom of the parade field. So just a little reference to know where we're at. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up. You got to understand something. Well, after Pinatubo had erupted and the United States handed the Air Force Base over to the Philippine government, a lot of these buildings, because of Pinatubo, have been destroyed. They've completely, over the years, have renamed a lot of the streets. A lot of the buildings have been torn down. Other buildings are in its place. So it's hard to find specific landmarks for you know, for guys that were here and have asked me, hey, can you find me this and find me that? I'm going to keep on doing more research. Actually got some good ideas here from people over here at the City Hall, and keep on doing more research to find some of, you know, these buildings that guys have been asking me for and streets that guys have been asking me for. So, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the little tour of the barn houses here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like, dislike, choice is always yours. Leave comments below, and I guess until next time.